Hey guys, it's Joanne, and hopefully you watched last week's vlog. It was an interview on Dayna about her specific...
My art.
Her art. And yeah, I hope that you enjoyed it. This week is going to be on Dayna and her process and what she loves and what she likes to shoot and her film camera and her film and all that good stuff. So I hope you enjoy this vlog and take it away.
Let's talk about me. Now, let's talk about me.
My name is Dayna Marie Fraser.
And what made you pick up the camera?
Well, there are a few things that inspired me to pick up a camera. One of them was that I was taking pictures for my blog. I was just taking pictures on my iPhone or using inspiration images that other people had taken, but then I realized that I wanted to take my own pictures of the subjects that I was writing about, just so it was all original content that I was introducing to people. So that was one reason. The other is my sister was professionally trained as a photographer in the 1990s, and when I was 6 or so, up until I was a teenager, we used to print photos in her darkroom together. I mean, it was mostly her, but I would help, and that was
So
really
you actually know how
inspiring.
to, I'm sorry, I totally interrupted you. You actually know how to develop film?
I'm sure I could remember how to do it if I had the solutions maybe, but I don't know like the proper timing or anything. I'd have to look at it again, but
That
I
is
have
so awesome.
developed pictures with her. So her style was she shot only with film and would print all of her own pictures, which was such a beautiful thing just to see craftsmanship like that. And it was in a time and through a person who had such great style that was very Stephen Meisel, very Irving Penn, and I don't know, I just developed an affinity for film back then. And I remember when the digital camera was a thing, first being sold in stores, and her just being like, oh no, this is kind of the end of an art form, and I would like for it to not be the end. I'd say those are the two biggest reasons, and also I just feel like I see a lot of beautiful things, and I'm surrounded by so much amazing life in New York and everywhere I go, and I would like to remember it even just for myself. So I take pictures of the places I live and go just because. I like to take pictures of people in their natural state of mind, like uninterrupted, kind of candid. If someone's even just laughing or being their true selves, I think it's lovely to capture that. Also, just lifestyles that I admire, so I really like taking pictures on farms and in nature. I would really like to live and work in an environment like that myself, so to take pictures of it and remind myself how beautiful those processes are is nice.
Beautiful. What is your favorite camera to shoot on?
Oh man, my favorite camera.
Well, first off, what cameras do you use? What cameras do you have and what cameras do you like to use?
Okay, so this is the film camera that I use. It's a Minolta XG1 50mm lens. So I use it just as my everyday film camera, and right now I have Kodak Portra 400 film. I just finished a roll of Portra 160, which was really nice for bright sunny days, and this 400 is better for wider range of lighting, and then 800 film would be good for like dark situations. So I'm interested to see how this new film turns out. But it's just a great light little camera that I can bring everywhere and kind of shoot everything, and I don't know, it's just kind of like the hard worker camera. So yeah, this is my favorite little camera. This is my big digital camera, which I like to use more for like close-up images of food or like product shots and things for my blog, because this lens is has a wider range of zoom, so it goes from 18 millimeters to 55.
And like also because it's instant, which is really nice.
Yeah, and I get to upload the pictures right away. So it's less for like the art of it and more just to get my point across. And I like to use the manual focus because Duan told me it's better. And it is better if you can learn how to do everything manually, because then you have more control over everything. So I've been learning how to do everything on my own and not put it on the automatic settings, just so that you actually understand the camera and how it works. So this is like my big honcho professional business camera. And this is my art camera for like personal things. This one is my party camera.
Actually, your party camera.
Look at that. It's a Fujifilm, like Polaroid type camera that produces instant pictures that pop out of the top. For all you youngsters out there who have never seen a Polaroid camera. Actually, the man who invented the Polaroid camera went to my high school.
What?
Which is pretty cool, yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah, we have a whole building that he funded.
But he like didn't go to high school with you. How
No,
old
he
are
went.
you?
He went to high school in, like
I'm kidding.
Oh God. Man, did you know the man who invented the Polaroid?
I'm sorry, what was that?
The man who invented the Polaroid camera went to my high school. What?
Where am I?
Where am I? You can just take pictures of anything and it's fun, and you can give them to people like as gifts. So I just like to bring this one when we have events and things at the house, and I just want people to have their little memories of things. So these are my main cameras that I like to use, and I love them all. And one day I would like to get a medium format camera when I do more traveling, and I know I'm going to be in natural landscape type situations, but for now I live in New York and I'm not sure that it's really necessary.
But it's also just a tool.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly right. You don't need to have a camera that's so beyond your means, because if you think about it, an amazing oven does not make an amazing chef. It's how you use the oven. You definitely want one that at least works, gets to the right temperatures and everything. You don't need a Viking stove when you're just starting to cook. Okay, this metaphor is going on very far. I'm very hungry.
Okay, quiche.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But you need the right cheese. So yeah, don't worry so much about having amazing mediums to use. It's all about how you see things and how you want to get your point across. That's what you should be thinking about more, and just being yourself. Be yourself. That's all this is. Yeah, is that it?
I think that was pretty beautiful.
Thank
I'm
you.
trying to think of anything else. I mean, you covered everything.
There's one more thing. Actually, I'm going home in about a week and a half to go through, my grandfather just passed away a couple years ago, and he had collected cameras his whole life since World War II, and my sister and I are going to go through them because he gave them to her, and we haven't decided who's going to take which ones yet, but I'm very excited, and I feel very happy to have come from such creative minded people and people who appreciate things like that. So I don't know, we'll see what I find in there. That'll be nice.
That's so exciting.
Yeah.
That's so wonderful.
Yeah.
Even just that, just like owning something from your family, like having something passed down to you
Yeah.
that meant a lot to them,
Yeah.
and you can like carry it on and use it as a tool for like the art that you're gonna make.
Yeah.
It's like the most wonderful thing.
It's very cool. Oh, I have one more camera that's somewhere inside. It's a Polaroid SX70. It's the Polaroid camera that Helmut Newton used to use. And Polaroid cameras originally were kind of like the digital cameras of mid-century to the 90s. People would take a Polaroid to see what the lighting and everything was like, look at it, and then decide how to adjust the settings on their film camera. So I have the one.
So, I think that's like the most amazing, cool thing.
It really is. It's so cool.
When I first learned that, I was just like, whoa!
Yeah. And so the one that I have is from the 70s, and it's the one that Helmut Newton used to use as his like tester camera. So
I think you are so inspiring. and
you're
I
so
love
inspiring.
everything.
Look at you with your cameras, wasting them on this mug. Don't zoom or anything.
I think that's all wonderful. Everything that you said.
Oh my
I
god.
think you're amazing. And
You're
I think
amazing.
You should keeping it up.
Okay, I'm gonna try. I gotta remember to. You inspire me every day to take more pictures.
Really?
Yes, you do.
Good.
You do. Was that your plan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you guys.
Anything else you want to say? Any other quotes?
I love football on TV, burritos at 4 a.m., and twins. New York is a sucked orange. Oscar Wilde.
Oscar?
Oscar Wilde.
Beautiful. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that it inspired you, and I hope that you have an amazing rest of your week. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Oh my god, I'm so stinky. Just like slightly raising my armpit.
I don't smell
I'm so
anything.
stinky.
I didn't smell anything.
Really?
I would tell you. You have nicely shaved armpits though.
Yeah, that's because I shaved my armpits today.
Me too.
Oh my god,
Good job.
this stinks.
I did not.
I was gonna wear a skirt, but then I saw the weather, so I didn't wear a skirt.